What's going on, everyone? Welcome back. Happy Tuesday evening. We have our 2020 Leaf full-size helmet. Had some nice pulls so far out of here. Let's hope it continues. What's going on, Steven? Pull the Rogers or whatever Vikings that you can razz off. I could put up some baseballs. I could do a 2 baseball break. I have what are they, the Gold Rush ones with the cube. They have the frame or the case. The only reason I don't like doing them by themselves is I don't think every team's represented. I'm not 100% sure because it's hard to say, what player goes with what team on there. It could be an inscription that puts it to a certain team, but it's a pretty limited list, and not all the teams are represented, in my opinion. So I like to combine them, but I can put it with a Leaf baseball where all teams are combined and do a 2 baseball break. So a long story short, yes, I'll put up a 2 baseball break, and if it fills, we'll break it tonight. Thank you for the suggestion. Kind of going back and forth watching the World Series. Looks like it's going to be a good series the whole way through. I hope so. Team names thrown on the left-hand side. This was a straight random break. Running out of these. Thought we were done with them, and the shop got a few more. Came in as a surprise.
What's up? I forgot I was live. Didn't have the chat up, and I was watching another break. So y'all are probably hearing all kinds of stuff. Mike Harmon, 1 of 1. I like it. Sorry about that, guys. What's up, Ethan? What's up, Wally? Michael? What's up, Candace? Welcome, welcome. Give it just a few more minutes and we'll get started. You didn't mean to. Who'd you end up with?
Oilers hit with Earl Campbell. Crazy Hall of Fame inscription on there. 91. Earl Campbell on a baby blue. Oilers, who are now the Titans. It's a replica helmet.
Okay. We're due for Logano. We haven't pulled him out of this yet. Give everybody a couple more minutes to get in. There was no Logano's in the first half of this. There were no Logano's in the other half that we did on Facebook today. So we broke the other 6 boxes that were left after I shipped your boxes, Ethan, and a couple other folks. It was pretty good. I don't know if you saw it, but we had a rainbow Jimmy Johnson and a rainbow Dale Jr. auto. So that case in general was pretty loaded. This is the second half of the case we did Saturday night. Yeah, I have not seen any Bell either out of any of our breaks yet. Alright, it's 9 o'clock, so we'll slowly get started. So tonight, second half of Prizm Racing. We did the other half of this case on a Saturday night. So this is the second half of that case. We'll have a fresh case up next Tuesday night. We'll do half next Tuesday. The other half a week from Tuesday. So this will wrap up our first eBay case. 6 from Saturday and 6 tonight. Let's go, Carl. Good luck, everybody. Having a blast opening cookies as I make a mess over here. Still want to see a color burst. We have not seen one of those yet either. Alright, first couple packs of box number 1. And we're going to have a gold already. How about a Kurt Busch, or Burt Cush, as Steven likes to call him, dialed in, numbered 5 of 10. Nice one for the Kurt Busch spot, right out of the gate. 5 of 10. Very sharp. A silver Joey Logano, Powertrain. Silver Logano, Stars and Stripes. Checking the back for these, and I almost missed a white in the other break. Zamora rookie. We have a blue Alex Bowman. Those are not numbered for those opening this with us the first time. There's a base dialed in of Brad Keselowski. I'm flying solo tonight, so pace might be a tad slower than usual. I'll try to keep it under control though. Just throw those back there. Yeah, that was a sharp helmet. Start with Michael Self. Got a green scope, a Denny Hamlin with the silly mask on that threw me off. Numbered 33 of 99. I'll send you some. I'm probably just gonna kind of spread them out amongst everybody, but I've got some left from a couple other breaks. I'll make sure I send you some in your package. Almirola silver. Haley D in silver. Let's leave that up. Spencer Boyd rookie. Kevin Harvick stained glass. Powertrain Jimmy Johnson. Pulsar Chris Buescher. Those are not numbered either. So blue, red, and Pulsar are not numbered this year. Silver Christian X rookie. And our first auto of the night. How about a pink Michael Self? Pink, numbered 25 of 50. I like the pink. Nice addition. Dad Moffat, Bubba Wallace. That mask on that card, the first time I thought, I was like, what is wrong with his face? Why does it look all elongated? I was thinking, like, did they just take a bad picture? Is there something wrong with the way they... And then somebody pointed out, oh, he's wearing a mask of his own face. Like, well, I'll be darned. We have a Mosaic Bubba variation, Skydive, Numbered 18 of 199 on the Bulla. As you know, or if you've seen, the checkerboards mean photo variation, or the flag, I should say, checker flag. They are not very rare. In fact, the variations are about as common as the regular. We have a red Dale Jr., also a variation. I would say they're exactly print runs are the same because they are everywhere. Boa National Pride. Silver Ryan Newman, our next auto. Wow, there's a nice one. How about a Matty D Rainbow auto, or Fruit Stripe Gum, as I like to call them. Numbered 12 of 24 on the Matty D Rainbow auto. Nice autos to start. Rainbows are awesome. Love them, love them. I like those. I love the tie-dyes from Select. I wish they would do Select again. There's Christopher L. We have a Pulsar stained glass of Ryan Bling. A blue Riley Herbst. The funky mask. It just, the first time I saw it, I could not figure out why his face looked so funny. Haley Deegan rookie. That is the variation. Red Joey Logano. Get some of our base out of the way. All cards do ship. If for some reason you don't want your vet base, we'll ship. Just let me know. But otherwise, everything shall ship. Well, they said Chronicles replaced, when they did the announcement, they said Chronicles replaced Victory Lane. But, you know, they haven't done Select since, what, 2017? And there was some Select cards in Chronicles, so it doesn't sound like it'll be a standalone. Not this year, anyway. So far we've had Donruss, Chronicles, Prizm, and then we'll have NT in November. So far, that's all that we know of. So just those 4 releases this year. The Mosaic Chris Boucher, numbered 6 of 199. If they don't do the same ones every year, so they last did NT in 2017. Then they did Prime in 18 and 19. Now they're doing NT again. A blue Dale Jr. to go with the red from earlier. There you go, Steve. But I'd love to see him do Select again. I'd love to see him do Certified. I like Certified a lot. But as of right now, we don't know of any other ones besides the 4 they've announced, which sounds like maybe the only 4 this year. Oh, camera, there we go. But at least by doing Chronicles, you can get a lot of different products into one. We have a Pulsar Brandon Jones, a silver Brandon Brown rookie, and our next auto, there's a nice one, Clint Boyer, Mosaic. Got a nice box, 65 of 99 on the Boyer. All parallel autos so far. I enjoyed Chronicles a lot as soon as we get through some Prizm, we'll probably go back and do some Chrome. Another Deegan rookie, this one the regular base. But Select was part of Chronicles. Some stuff that wasn't in Chronicles were certified, Torque. Just trying to think what things they may do. But I'm guessing, unless somebody's heard something, I haven't. They've been kind of hush-hush about it. I haven't heard of any other releases. They never didn't give much heads up on Prizm either, so there's always a chance they'll do another one. But so far, just the 4. Amarola, silver stained glass, and our auto. Ty Dillon, there's a base auto. Yep, not numbered on Ty. He has his own little skull there. We had some really good cases of Chronicles, so love to do some more. But I also love doing the old stuff. Like I really like 17 Torque. Love 18 Victory Lanes, one of my favorites. D Benedetto Pulsar. Red Powertrain Kevin Harvick. Yeah, I have a feeling NT will probably get pushed back too, so it's going to end up later. But they definitely said there will not be Prime this year. NT replaced Prime, and they said Chronicles replaced Victory Lane. That was the only announcement they made. They never even said anything about Prizm, but we got it, so never know. There might be another one. Absolute, Torque, Certified. Those were 3 that were not part of, or not at all part of Chronicles. All right, box 2. Keep popping it open when I see it. You never know. It's funny because Topps order window is much, much further out than Panini, so Panini will come up and say, all right, you got 2 weeks to order, this comes out next month. Where Topps is usually like 5-6 months in advance sometimes. So you know about Topps releases a lot sooner than you do Panini sometimes. We'll start with Mr. Cindric. A Mosaic rookie, Joe Graff Jr. Numbered 187 of 199. Yeah, they pretty much mirrored the other sports. This is kind of how football and basketball and baseball. In fact, they still don't have as many colors as football, because in Mosaic football you got about 10 different variations of just this card. A red Haley Deegan. There's a nice one. Yeah, even though there's more this year, there's still less than the other sports, which is crazy to think about. Of course, you don't have rainbow in the other sports. So that's one that, there's another Deegan right there. Fireworks. That's alright, it makes, see in the other sports, there's a Pulsar Bragazlowski. The parallels are becoming more popular than the autos and relics. Like a low number parallel of a guy will sell for much more than his autograph in some of the other, like basketball in particular. Yep. Panini has exclusives for racing, basketball, and football. Thad Moffitt, and behind that, how about a Austin Cindric Pulsar auto? Number 3 of 30. And Topps is baseball. Upper Deck does hockey. The leagues enjoy the exclusives because it gives them more control over what's produced and how much is produced. I don't, because it hurts the quality of the product because there's no competition. But Topps does have the Formula One contract, but Panini has NASCAR. Like when I was growing up, Donruss and Fleer and Upper Deck and all kinds of competition. A red Austin Dillon. There's our first Dillon of note. Pulsar Joey Gase. Silver Joe Graff. Oh, we got a big auto, baby. Wow, there's a nice one. How about a Danica Rainbow? A little fruit stripe action right there for Danica Patrick. Numbered 17 of 24. Yep, no, I agree 100% there. No innovation. No value. Yeah, they don't have to compete with anybody. I mean, I will say though, with racing, we've said this a million times, it probably sound like a broken record. We break everything. Racing is by far, above and beyond any other sport that Panini does, the best run product line. As far as quality of hits, number of hits, relics, patches, up until this, on card autos almost every time. I mean, it's, whoever's in charge of the racing line at Panini does an excellent job. I wish he would take over football and basketball. I mean, it's so much better. So much. I mean, it does help that you get a lot more bang for your buck because the secondary market prices aren't so crazy. We were talking about this earlier. So a box of Prizm football, for example, is retailing for almost $1,000 right now. It's nuts. So you do get a little bit more value, bang for your buck, if you will, out of racing. But still, that being aside, the quality is so much better. There's a Bubba silver stained glass. And our auto, Todd Gilliland, Mosaic Auto. It is by far my favorite sport to open. 95 out of 99. By far. And I'm just in the last year or so getting back into racing as a fan. Grew up a racing fan, kind of got away from it for the last, 15 years. Last year or so getting back into it. But it's because of the cards. I mean, they have kind of drawn me back in. We had a pleasure of eating dinner 2 years ago in Chicago at the National. Got a Jimmy Johnson Pulsar. A blue Kevin Harvick. With a guy from Panini who was in charge of the autographs. And so I asked him, which sport's the easiest to get, the worst to get? And he said racing by far. The drivers are so nice. When they send them stuff to sign, they get it back on time for the most part. He said basketball was the worst. So you don't see a ton of redemptions in racing either, which some of the other sports you see some. Like I said, up until this release, which I don't know if it was right here on the back, we got another Deegan. Everything's been on card autos since 17, 18, 19. Donruss had some stickers. But what I don't know is if we talked about this earlier in the other break. There were some issues in 19 Prizm with the auto streaking. So I don't know if it's a COVID thing, so the protocol, they just had them do stickers, or if it was related to quality control, and so we want you to do stickers. We got another rainbow coming up. Ooh, the king. How about Richard Petty? Rainbow. Number 23 of 24. So I don't know if the stickers were COVID related or if the stickers were QC, quality control related, to try to keep the cards from streaking so much. Because in the other sports, Prizm is always a sticker auto product. Yep. In the other sports, color has become king. But But that's just Prizm's nature. I mean, even back to 2012 or back to Topps Chrome, which is what it's mirrored after, color was really the chase. Ryan Newman, Mosaic stained glass. The good thing about racing is you've got other products that are much less parallel heavy. You know, I know the racing fans tend to really like their jumbo relics and the patch autos, and so you got those and still in other products. You got NT coming up, which will have booklets and lots of patches. Clint Boyer blue stained glass, but this gives a little variety. But you're right, I don't think that rainbow chasing, if you will, parallels has caught on in the racing market as much as it has in football and basketball. Even in baseball, it's not as popular there. Really, the autos and relics are still what people are after more. But if they do more than one product line, I mean, if they do more than 4 product lines, they can have one like this, which is more dedicated. Select would be similar, but it did have patch autos. Dedicated to this, another Petty Silver in our auto. How about Ty Gibbs Mosaic Auto? Number 20 of 99. You're right. And they do a pretty good job catering to each fan base and their likes and dislikes. I do think they branch out sometimes. But I think you'll see this. This is the one product I think we've seen. Well, I take that back. They didn't do it in 17, did they? But I'm starting to say that they do this every year. Another Deegan. Pulsar Rowdy. Powertrain Red, Haley Deegan. Just wait, I want to do select so we can get some tiger stripes and some zebras and some peacock parallels. I'm telling you, if you think this has got a lot of parallels. I have been opening since the 80s. I can't go back as far as you. I started collecting in 1987. Well, a little bit before that, but the first year I really remember collecting was chasing 87 Topps baseball with those wood borders. Yeah, there's a lot of options for, football and baseball. You can have bats, jerseys, maybe a ball. That's about it. In racing, you can have sheet metal tires, fire suits, hats, helmets. One thing they haven't done, which they've done in football, is helmet relics, where they actually take a chunk off the helmet. I guess they could do that in racing. That'd be pretty cool. Or pieces of the visor. Heck, I've seen cards that have pieces of windshield in them. So the options on relics are endless. But I mean, I get why racing fans like the jumbo relics, because the big jumbo prime relics are so awesome. Of course, your fire suit's got so much you can put into a relic. All right, we got a green scope of Chase Briscoe, numbered 95 of 99. But in football there'll be 3 different. Even Prizm is colorful enough. There'll be 3 versions. They'll do no huddle, which will have certain parallels. Regular hobby, which will have certain parallels. What they call choice, which will even have different parallels, and then retail. Somebody showed me it was a silver Corey LaJoy, a silver William Byron. It was out of Press Pass, I think. I think it was a windshield card. And the driver, I can't remember who the driver was. Jimmy Johnson maybe actually signed the piece of the windshield. That was pretty cool. Blue, Clint Boyer, Velocity. There's a Brittany Zamora rookie. But bang for your buck. Can't beat racing. It's one of the last affordable. Oh yeah, quality was not good so good back then, that is for sure. Yeah, I can remember opening some stuff that was so messed up, which makes the graded version so valuable now. Everything was so off-centered or came out of the pack damaged. Alright, box number 3. But I agree, though, what you're saying, Michael, that Prizm is not for everybody. And I do wish they made a few more racing. So if they only do 4 this year, Donruss, which is kind of like your flagship, so your tops are your Donruss. Prizm, which is your shiny chrome, if you will. Chronicles is a nice catch-all product. We have a Chris Buescher, Pulsar, Silver Christian X, rookie. Might be our second one of those in our auto. Man, there's a nice one. How about an endorsements pink Chase Elliott? Bubblegum stains, yep. Numbered 40 of 50 on the Chase. There we go. I could go back to putting bubblegum in here. Just put it in a wrapper. It'd be alright, right? Could use a piece of gum while I'm breaking. Blue Joe Graff, rookie. Good old wax. We still call it wax, even though I can't tell you the last time I saw a product that was actually in wax wrappers. And then Upper Deck came out in '89 with the foil wrappers. And that's the way it's been innovating wrappers ever since, or packages ever since. But yeah, Upper Deck in '89 was the first one I can remember not being a wax wrapper. Actually being foil. I mean, Upper Deck was so, they brought all kinds of innovations to the hobby. I wish they still did other sports. Gray Golding, Pulsar. Danica Silver. Our next auto, another pink. Landon Castle. 44 of 50. I dig the pinks. That was a nice addition in color, I think. The first racing product we ever broke was 16 Prizm. And we've been hooked since. They did. They had a lot of problems. They still have some, but they've worked out of some of them. I just wish they'd get... Again, I wish the leagues would open up the cards to multiple people, but I don't think we'll ever see that again. Clint Boyer. Brett Holmes, Mosaic. Rookie. Numbered 172 of 199. I think Upper Deck got too big too fast. If they had just kind of... But man, Upper Deck was revolutionary. Denny Hamlin. Plus it didn't help. Didn't hurt that... Yep, I remember the Reggie autos. Denny Hamlin red. Also helped that Griffey Jr. was as hot as he was and was card number 1 in that set. So they made some good decisions. And they did '89 Upper Deck too. Y'all taking me down memory lane, making me feel old. I remember collecting tracks racing and trying to think what else was around. It's a silver Todd Dillon. We got another auto. There he is. Brad Smith, Mosaic Auto. Not Mike Harmon, but he has a nice mustache. Numbered 6 of 99. Still looking for our first big Mike Harmon auto. Need to hit one. It'd be like the gold vinyl. There you go, Steve. Big Brad. Shake and bake. No, camera, don't screw up on me now. Pulsar of Ryan Newman. Blue Richard Petty. There's a Deegan National Pride. Let's leave those up before we ship. But we'll do Prizm for, just leave up a few of these. for at least a few weeks before we shift on to something else. If you're not a member of our Facebook group, please come check us out, Three Kings of Cardboard Break Group. If you're on Facebook, just search that and you'll find us. We did a Prizm break on there today as well. 6 boxes that were left over from some personals we sold. So we may do some more Prizm in the group. We'll probably also do some 18 Prime in the group here soon. Yeah, refractors. Upper Deck should have never turned that away. Those first refractors are kind of what set, Topps Chrome refractors is what kind of set all these parallels off. We got a purple power Prizm of Mr. Dale Jr. 61 of 75 in baseball. They called that donut holes. They also like to come up with fun names like Green Scope and Purple Power, and that is a Purple Power Prizm. Yeah, I think somewhat Upper Deck got a little big for the britches. Thought they knew best. A silver Joey Logano Powertrain. Silver Bubba Wallace numbers. So I'm going to start working on the. I'm working on the 18 and 19 Prizm. Yeah, it's called Disco. The only one that I heard them called donut holes is that was actually on the box of Quick Pitch Prizm Baseball this year. Exclusive donut hole Prizms. And they actually look just like those pretty much. Like, donut hole. But yeah, why call them Disco everywhere else and then donut holes in baseball? It's just weird. Yeah, I prefer Disco. Another Deegan. That's the photo variant. Hope the pace is alright with you guys. It's a little slower when I'm by myself. We got another auto coming up back there. Jesse Little, green scope rookie. That looks sharp with the green fire suit. Number 23 of 99. But one thing that, sadly, the more parallels you do, the more product you can produce because you can spread them out. If you only have like 3 parallels, then they can only make so many cases, right? So I think that's one reason you've seen the increase in colors. Corey LaJoie blue. They can stretch the product. Makes it fun, but I'm a bit of a rainbow builder. I have a few going. Silver Wienerman Ryan Newman, our next auto. Wow, another green scope. This one is Tommy Vi Jr. I'm not familiar with Tommy. He has not been in previous products. Number 4 of 75. You know what's funny? I opened a personal box when it came out, and 3 of my autos were those 3 guys in the same box: Chase, Brad, and Tommy. So I'm wondering if some of these autos run together. Like if you see a Chase auto, are you going to see? Yep, those were cool. If you're going to see Tommy and Brad also every time. There's usually a pattern to every product. Not always in the hits, but always in the base and stuff. There's usually a pattern you can follow. Another Deegan. Pulsar Blaney, I think we already had one of those too. Red Powertrain Chase Elliott. Yeah, some of my favorite cards are the 90s parallels. We got some gold coming up. I see some gold. Right behind Greg Alden, we got a gold Kurt Busch. Can you believe that's our second gold Kurt Busch? This one is a firework. 2 of 10. Yep, the collating sequence. That's why you don't always see it on the autos, because those are sometimes inserted manually, but it seems like I've seen a pattern here already too. I know in Bowman Chrome Baseball, there's a, if you get certain autos of certain guys, you're going to get the same ones. They run together, so I guess it does happen with the hits. Fireworks Gold of 10, Kurt Busch, our second gold Kurt Busch insert. Silver Arc Amarola, silver Ryan Blaney, and we are halfway. So we got our blues. So I'm putting our blues and reds together, and then our pulsars together, and then our Haley Deegan base rookies, just so we can see how many we have. Averaging about 12 per half case for what I've seen. I haven't had any Heat Deegan silvers yet. Yeah, you were spot on. One of my favorite cards to collect when I finally got back into collecting them recently is the old Don Russ Elites. They're one of some of the first serial number cards. Their serial number like 10,000. But those are fun. I always liked Elite Dominators, those things. So I kind of started looking for, when I do go to card shows and things, I look for the old Don Russ Elite cards. You don't see them much anymore. They're all sitting in somebody's box somewhere. But those are awesome. My dream cards, I never had it, always wanted it, was the Cal Ripken Auto. What was it, 92 or 93 Donruss? They did those, the first one. Blue Brittany Zamora rookie. We need a 1 of 1. We have yet to hit a 1 of 1 out of this. Chase Elliott Pulsar. Silver Bubba behind it. Got a Brett Holmes auto. Base auto. I think. Let me check. Some of these are numbered, but this one is not. Also caught the white that way. Hit a Menard white that looked like that, and it was hard to tell that it was white. Spencer Boyd. Using our new break mat tonight from our buddies at Onyx Authenticated. We have some of their baseball up on Thursday night. Another Deegan rookie. We have a Mosaic Chase Elliott. Number 2 of 199. Silver Kozlowski, silver Elliott. Red stained glass of Mr. Boyer. Next level, haven't seen many of those. Yeah, some of the inserts are definitely rarer than others. Especially the profiles, the ones that have the moon in the background, and the color bursts, those are rare. Pulsar Chase Briscoe, silver Jimmy. Our next auto, William Byron. So we hit Byron and Elliott for one of our buddies there. 61 of 75 on the Mosaic. So he is a little lower print run than others that were just 99. Dad Moffat rookie, Bubba Wallace, stained glass. Stained glass are definitely more rare in football and basketball. None listed on eBay. We hit a Danica in the break earlier tonight. I guess they're one per case from what I've read. Which may be more, because those 6 boxes I think came from the same case as your 2 boxes, and you had yours, and then we had a Danica, so they may be more than one per case. They're not too common though, that's for sure. Joey Gase silver, auto, green scope, Tyler Reddick. Number 37 of 75. They're definitely rare, that's for sure. We had a Jimmy in the first half of this, so I wasn't expecting to see another one, but now that I just realized we've had 2 in that other case, so I might have another one. Got another scope. How about a Kyle Busch Velocity green scope? That's a pretty fun parallel. Number 44 of 99. I'm sure, I looked at the list, there's definitely going to be some exclusive parallels in retail. I have not seen any retail in my neck of the woods yet. It's a blue Kevin Harvick. Probably some inserts that are exclusive to retail that we won't see in here, which I like that. That kind of harkens back to the 90s too, where retail and hobby were both about the same because you always had something the other one didn't have. Pulsar Kevin Harvick, stained glass red, Harrison Burton. We have a Thad Moffitt Mosaic rookie. Yeah, I like the moon cards. 4 of 199. Yeah, I saw a little bit of 19 out and about, but not much. Definitely not much. I don't know how much retail racing they're going to make. It may not be as much as they do some of the other sports. Silver David Reagan. Silver Haley Deegan. National Pride. It's our second Silver Deegan insert. Yeah, I do remember a lot of 18 as well. Did you know that retail racing doesn't sell like retail basketball, but that was the problem with this product. We didn't get as much as probably I wanted because people that don't break racing see that Prizm name and think, it's going to be $1,000 a box. And then they order it and realize it's not $1,000 a box. We got another pink Chase Briscoe. 40 of 50. I'm worried that's going to happen on NT too. They're going to see that name, NT, order a metric ton of it. Guys that have no interest and no thought of breaking racing are going to end up with a bunch of it, which is what happened to Prizm a little bit too. So as those guys realize it's not $1,000 a box, they'll start to sell it off and maybe we can get some cheap. Do some more breaks. Silver Jeb Burton. Behind that, Garrett Smithley auto. First Smithley we've seen. Need to see if Bubba has a profile moon card. Need one of those for my PC. That's another thing I really enjoy about racing is it is not a flippers sport. You got so many people buying basketball and football and stuff just to flip it. With racing, it's mostly fans. Jimmy. I mean, with anything, you got guys buying drivers to sell and investment, but Clint Boyer, to me, it makes it much more fun when you can pull cards for people who actually collect that particular driver versus just looking to turn around and sell it. Alright, let's sleeve these up and then we'll go on to box 5. I collect Bubba. Not everything. I've got kind of narrowed it down to a few different rainbows, and I collect a few other drivers. I like Logano. I have a pretty big Logano collection. But I just like the racing cards, so I'll buy in the breaks, just pick a few random drivers just for the heck of it. And if I can trade them for somebody I collect, that's even better. I will say it makes it nice. It also makes it very competitive, because if you know, there's certain collectors of, say, Jimmy Johnson or Chase Elliott or that are always chasing the same card, and so when you find something really low numbered, it can be very competitive, which, you know, makes it exciting. But I guess you would get that even in other sports too. All right, 2 to go. Well, you know, Steven collected Logano for a while there too. If he sits there long enough and like Aaron's breaks, I'll buy him. That's about the only place I buy Logano. And the thought there was I might find something I can trade with Steven. Yeah, Carl Edwards' base and parallels have kind of haven't been very plentiful with a lot of products lately. He's just had autos. Yeah, that was my thought with Joey and Aaron's breaks. If I hit a nice patch, maybe I can trade it to. You can also collect Bobby Allison, Donnie Allison. I wish I could collect David Allison, but I collect Bill Elliott. Like I said, I used to watch racing a good bit and then stopped, and so most of the guys I collect are kind of the old timers, the retired guys. A purple power Prizm of Brad Keselowski. Number 58. Is that 58? Yep, 58 of 75. We'll do a recap at the end of all the parallels. All the colored parallels. We won't do silvers, but just for time's sake. Blue, Michael Self. Well, hopefully we can come through for you. We still got 8 autos. Maybe we can find you a Logano. Or a Logano, something low numbered. Got a Brad Keselowski silver, and then our auto. It's a redemption. The only one I've seen so far has been Bubba, so let's see who we get tonight. Racing. Prizm. Signing Sessions Prizms, that'll be the base silver. 28 of Thad Moffitt. You're talking about breaks like in Facebook groups that don't fill and take a long time? We've been doing eBay. We started, our first breaks we ever did were eBay. We really only recently got enough traction in the Facebook group to even, you know, do a lot of breaks there. So we've been breaking eBay since 2015, 14, 15. Yeah, Bubba is, I think, I was going to say Brett Moffitt, but he's not. Can't remember who the other one is. The one thing about eBay, it's risky because you know, we start ours at auctions and at low prices, so you can have a bad night and lose money, but you're going to sell out every break. We break no matter what. We're going to break it even if the guys don't sell. Yeah, Bubba's awful. I have 20-something Bubba autos at Panini right now, probably. Redemptions. Christopher Bell, red. But what's irritating is I know a guy that before the pandemic stuff started back in March, he got a bunch of his Bubbas back. So Bubba has signed stuff from Prime and But I haven't gotten any of mine back yet, so I don't know what the holdup is. I think I shared the pictures of those in one of the previous breaks recently. You know, I don't have a problem with the redemption here and there. In some sports, though, football this year is terrible. I mean, it's like every other auto is a redemption. There's Bubba. Speaking of Bubba, got a Joey Gase Mosaic. Number to 199, 14. Yeah, I haven't. I need to do that. Oh, I have some redemptions that have been outstanding for 4 or 5 years. Sometimes they never sign them. In that case, Panini will usually give you a replacement. Like if you tell them some people you collect, and they'll look up value-wise, and they'll give you a replacement. Because sometimes they send these cards to guys, and they just never send them back. Other times, Panini will give you points if you ask for it. Panini will also redeem expired redemptions, at least for something, whether it be a replacement card or points. Topps won't. Silver, Jimmy Johnson. And a pink auto, wasn't turned backwards, Chris Boucher. Number 50 of 50. Yeah, you can request a replacement after, is it 120 months? I can't remember. 120 days. So 3 or 4 months you can request a replacement. Yeah, it's crazy. I hate to like give up on something I really want. Like I got some nice Bubba ones out there. Like a 1 of 1 is one of them. I don't want a replacement. I want the cards. I'm gonna let it sit there as long as it takes and see if they redeem it. What I don't like about Topps is if it's expired, they won't touch it. They won't give you anything for it. It's just might as well throw it away. Panini will at least give you something, whether it be points or a replacement or something. So that's one reason we keep breaking older racing, because there are some redemptions in there. Not a ton, but there are some. And they will at least give you something of value for it. Yeah, Fitz is very hard to get. I don't blame you. That's one to hold on to. I mean, if they were going to replace it with a Fitz, that'd be one thing. Yeah, if it's expired and they don't have the card anymore, they will usually just give you points. But got some more scope. How about a Chris Boucher scope to go with our Chris Boucher auto? It is 70 of 99. Yeah, it's worth the wait. I mean, if something you're not going to sell anyway, just wait. Or something that, like, I have a buddy who's had a expired Peyton Manning auto. They didn't have it, so they wouldn't replace it. They offered him points, but they haven't told him how many points yet. But it was expired when he redeemed it, so when that happens, you know. Austin Dillon fireworks. Make sure those weren't whites. But the ones I have that are really old aren't even big players. It's just, you know, I couldn't even tell you who to replace it with. Blue stained glass, Joey Logano. But, you know, sometimes the cards get lost in the mail. They never get signed. I mean, I understand there are reasons that maybe something doesn't get signed, but it shouldn't be very often. I mean, these guys are under contracts or getting paid to sign. You would think they would take some pride, but the guy I told y'all the story earlier, Pulsar Reed Sorensen, when we met with the Panini guy that's over the redemptions, he said racing was the easiest. And we have a Brett Moffitt auto to go with our Thad Moffitt auto. That one is just a base. Exactly. Just do what you say you're going to do. You're getting paid. Some of these guys get paid handsomely. Pulsar Justin Allgaier. Blue Michael McDowell. Haley right here on the back. Seems like she's the last card in the pack a lot of times. Alright. Last box of 5. Yeah, you know he gets paid well. I mean, I've heard stories that some of these... Oh, we got a rainbow. Austin Cindric. Man, those are sharp. Fruit stripe. Zebra fruit stripe gum parallel. Yeah, 7 of 24. That is true. Well, hype can only last so long. It was a Kyle Busch and a Jimmy Johnson. Silver inserts. Red, Michael Self rookie. Keep seeing that, it throws me off. Pulsar, Bubba, skydiving variation. Silver, Michael Annette. And there, man, this is a Kurt Busch break. We've got 2 golds. And now, a Mosaic Auto of Mr. Busch. And I bet he's short printed. Nope, he's not. 57 of 99. Gold vinyl. Calling it. We've not had one in 11 boxes. Or a black finite. Because there's black and gold, right? I think those are both 101s this year. I bought a gold Bubba Titan the other day. Been trying to buy some low number parallel Bubba stuff, but people are asking just stupid money. I don't know if that's because of the Jordan announcement or what, but they have been asking crazy amounts for stuff that's really not that rare. Like Bubba of 99, $200. Are you kidding me? Non-autos. Ethan there pulled a gold vinyl out of one of the boxes we sold him. It was not out of this case. So they do exist. But yeah, you should have 2 1-of-1s of every card you're seeing, so we are due for one. We do not have one in our other case that we did on Facebook. Well, I'll take that back. The box that Ethan got came out of that case, so that one had one. Alright, last box mojo. Here we go. Get those requests in. Time to come through for somebody. Shoot Beth an email. See, she's a Jimmy collector. Another thing I've noticed is people that bought this because it was Prizm that do other sports don't quite understand the racing market, because I've seen some stuff listed on eBay like Chase Elliott gold auto $5,000. There ain't a Chase Elliott card ever that sold for $5,000. Come on, cousin Carl. We haven't had a one of the horizontal auto. I mean, yeah, horizontal autos, which I think is the set that Carl's in. I've seen a lot of Mr. Busch. Pulsar, Michael Self. Brett Moffitt, Silver Auto. Marcos Ambrose. First one I've even seen out of him. I hear he has a nice signature. Green Scope Ambrose, the Kingsford Charcoal Fire Suit. Numbered 72 of 75. Yeah, I think that's the right ballpark. It's not 150 to... I was thinking 150 to 300. Kind of a broad range, but... you just never know. With a 1-of-1, it's hard to price it because you just never know who might pull the trigger. Green Scope Ty Dillon. Behind that is a red Bubba Skydive. Dylan is 55 of 99. Oh, you're right. We did have one. I think that's the set Carl was in, or at least I've seen that Carl Edwards auto. He may have a regular, a scripted signature too. I know he's in that one. I forgot we had Danica, but that was a long time ago. We need another one. Silver Reed Sorensen. Behind that, Derek Krause. Base auto. First Krause, too. I will say, not on wood, the auto collation has been pretty good in this. We're not seeing a ton of duplicate autos. Which is not, can't say that about most of my Panini and Topps products, that's for sure. Alright, I think we got 2 autos left, if I'm not mistaken. There's Mr. Truex. Another Haley. Blue, or excuse me, Pulsar Logano stained glass. Blue John Hunter Nemechek. Mosaic. I think it's our second one of these. Ryan Newman stained glass. I could be mistaken, but I thought we had one earlier. Number 142 of 199. Silver Bubba Skydive. We have tons of those different parallels of that card tonight. Church of NASCAR. Silver National Pride of William Byron. Alright, just about 8 packs or so to go, maybe 6. Rubbing is racing. Alright. Don't see an auto in this stack. Just trying to cheat a little bit. Red Justin Allgaier. Ricky Stenhouse Fireworks. The fireworks aren't too common. You don't see them a ton. Stained glass seems to be everywhere though. Pulsar McDowell. Silver Allgaier. We do have an auto coming up. It is. There's Kyle Busch. So we saw both of the Busch boys tonight. Not numbered. Bile Kush, as Steven likes to say. I think that leaves us one auto left. Now, one thing I have noticed, or at least I haven't seen in maybe 6 or 7 cases I've watched, no points yet. The Kush brothers, you can keep those points, Panini. Speaking of redemptions and how long they take, there are at least a couple class action suits pending against Panini and Topps about. Got some more fruit stripe gum coming up. It is Chase Briscoe. Didn't we have? We had something in earlier that was numbered. Numbered 101 of 24. Chase Briscoe Rainbow. Love the rainbow. Seems like we hit a lot of these though. Burton Bow. This case does have a lot. We're seeing a lot of the same driver parallels, that's for sure. Tony Stewart Blue. Which means there's a case out there with all the Christopher Bells in it. We just need to find it. Oh, that might be our last auto behind the silver Denny Hamlin. It is Matt G. Benedetto. That's also, we did have a, I just talked about no dupe autos, and now we dupe one. Pulsar, number 13 of 30. Yeah, I have noticed that too, Steven. a lot of the same, especially in the parallels, which you think they can make that collation better. Really was a pretty good box. Let's see what we got left. Maybe I missed counting. We got another auto. Alright, last 3 packs. I think we've got all our autos, but we shall see. Where's that gold vinyl? Somebody called for it in this box, didn't they? Jesse Little, Pulsar. Red, Denny Hamlin. Haley Deegan rookie. Brandon Jones, Mosaic. 124 of 199. Silver Ricky Stenhouse, silver Danica. Keep checking these, make sure I don't miss a white. See if we got anything here at the end. Blue Harrison Burton. And that will, either Haley, do it. Give me 1 second to sleeve these up and we will do a recap. Well, maybe. Did not come through for Steven tonight, unfortunately. Hopefully we can make that up to you in another one. Appreciate everybody jumping in. We'll crack a fresh case for next Tuesday night. So come check us out. Listings will go up on Thursday night for that one. Man, I should have sleeved these up while I was going. Thank you, Candace. Appreciate it. Come see us again. And hop in our Facebook group if you're not in there already. I'm trying to grow the racing side of that, so more racing fans, the better. Alright, so let me get situated for the recap here. Alright, so appreciate it. Made me go down memory lane. I like that. Appreciate it, Michael. Alright, we got a silver Haley. So this is our Haley Deegan pile. We'll just go through that real quick. There are some other inserts I didn't sleeve. Haley Deegan Silver National Pride. Haley Deegan Silver Next Level. Rookies, we had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 10, 11, 12, 13 base rookies. Like I said, there's some other Deegans. Probably end up with about 20 or so. Alright, this pile is our reds and blues. Not numbered. But we had Logano, McDowell, Self, to Steven's point there, Stenhouse, Bell, Zamora, Boyer, Harvick, Burton, Harvick, Boyer, LaJoy, Elliott, Bush, Graff, Petty, Hamlin, Clint Boyer, Haley Deegan, red, Clint Boyer, Harvick, Dillon, another Deegan red, Harvick, Jr., Herbst, Logano, Jr., Alex Bowman, Bubba Wallace, Nemechek, Algar, Stewart, Hamlin, and Burton. Those are our reds and blues. Our Pulsars, also not numbered. We had Sorensen, Algar, Wallace, Newman, Briscoe, Elliott, Harvick, Jimmy Johnson, Blaney, Boucher, Galding, Ryan Newman, Rowdy, who is Kyle Busch, Jimmy Johnson, Joey Gase, Brad Keselowski, Brandon Jones, D. Benedetto, Blaney, Bosher, Self, Pagano, McDowell, and Jesse Little. Alright, we'll go to our numbered parallels next. These are in no particular order. We had to 199 Brandon Jones, to 24 Chase Briscoe, that was 1 of 24, to 199 Blaney, to 99 Dylan, to 24 Cindric, to 99 Boucher, to 199 Gase, to 75 Kozlowski, to 50 Briscoe, to 199 Moffitt, Thad Moffitt, to 99 Kyle Busch, 199 Elliott, number to 10 Kurt Busch, that is 2 of 10, to 99 Jesse Little, to 75 Dale Jr., to 199 Holmes, to 99 Briscoe, to 199 Blaney, to 24 Richard Petty, that was 23 of 24, Joe Graff to 199, Boucher to 199, Bubba to 199, Denny to 99, and Kyle Busch to 10. Might be my favorite card to break, that sharp. 2 Kyle Bushes to 10. Alright, autographs. These are also in no particular order. Or I guess they're in the order we pull them out of the boxes, but not any particular number order. We had Matt D. Benedetto, number to 30. Kyle Busch, base. Derek Kraus, base. Marcos Ambrose, number 275. Kurt Busch, number to 99. Moffitt, base. Chris Boucher to 50. We had a base auto of Thad Moffitt. Garrett Smithley, base. Green Tyler Reddick, number to 75. William Byron, Mosaic, number to 75. Brett Holmes, base. Tommy Vi Jr., number to 75. Big Brad Smith, number 299. Weren't they both Kurt? Both golds? Maybe I'll look back in a second. Chase Elliott, pink, number to 50. Landon Castle, pink, number to 50. We had a Ty Gibbs, number to 99. Todd Gilliland, number to 99. We had a rainbow Danica Patrick, number to 24. That is 17 of 24. Austin Cindric, number to 30. Base Ty Dillon. Clint Boyer, number 299. Matt D. Benedetto, number to 24. 12 of 24. And a pink Michael Self, number 25 of 50. Oh, you're talking about the auto. Yeah, the second auto was Kurt Busch. We had 2 gold Kurt Bushes. But we had 1 Kurt Busch auto and 1 Kyle Busch auto. That may be where I had the slip of the tongue. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, very, very much as always. Be on the lookout. Like I said, next Tuesday we'll have more racing. Come check out the Facebook group. We'll do some more in there as well. Go put up a poll in the next couple days, seeing if y'all want to do some more of this or if y'all want to do some 18 Prime. Always one of our favorites. As always, thank you very, very much for breaking with us. I said Kyle, my bad. I'm getting the Biles and Berts and Cushies and Kyles all mixed up. Y'all have a good night, and we will catch you guys